Hello, welcome to Secrets of the Stones. Today's stone is blue lace agate. Blue lace agate is a type of variegated chalcedony. More specifically, it is a variety of quartz. It is composed of silicon dioxide. Blue lace agate often appears with bands or laces. The particular shade of blue is the result of a phenomenon known as Rayleigh scattering, the same interaction of light that causes our sky to appear blue. This pale blue color symbolizes new beginnings. The shade resonates with the process of enduring hardships in life and re-emerging refreshed. Blue lace agate is a calming and relaxing stone. It is especially helpful for treating the signs and symptoms of the liver overacting on the spleen, which are the result of everyday stress. The liver is the meridian most responsible for our emotions, and when it goes out of control, which can happen easily, it rebels in many different directions and affects many different organ systems and meridians. But it primarily affects the spleen. Blue lace agate has a descending effect and consolidates qi in the direction of the source, or yuan level, which is the deepest level of the body. It is able to access both the source and the defensive levels in their connection to the fluids of the spleen and the stomach, and helps draw pathology out of a state of storage or latency. This stone brings a sense of renewal to life, especially for those who are experiencing difficult times. So what are the functions and uses of blue lace agate? Well, blue lace agate regulates the liver qi and treats the signs and symptoms of the liver overacting on the spleen. In this regard, it is beneficial for treating bloating and abdominal distension. It directs the energy downward to the kidneys and the deeper source level, and is beneficial for those who have a weak constitution or poor bone health. It consolidates and contains wind, a pathogen related to the liver, and is beneficial for reducing blood pressure, treating insomnia and dizziness, as well as seizures, which are caused by severe wind. When used with hematite, which is a stone that builds the blood, blue lace agate can more effectively treat severe wind. Hematite is a grounding stone and anchors the blood, while blue lace agate consolidates. Blue lace agate clears heat that has ascended from the liver channel to the upper body and the skin, and is beneficial for splitting headaches that manifest with intense pressure behind the eyes. It is very beneficial stone for eye strain or any kind of irritation of the eyes, for dizziness, jet lag, and for tonifying qi or life force energy. It stabilizes the exterior of the body and helps with lethargy or fatigue, adrenal deficiency, weak immunity, vulnerability to exterior pathogens, impotence, and autism. It is also protective against electromagnetic radiation. Blue lace agate helps with the emotional vulnerability and aversion to change. It stimulates the defensive or protective qi in its ability to dispel and expel stagnant phlegm from the lymphatic system. In this regard, it is useful for addressing congestion in the lymphatic system, swollen lymph nodes, swelling near the glands, plum pit qi, which is the sensation of energy rushing upwards towards the throat, phlegm rattling in the throat, and thyroid conditions. It is beneficial for easing tension in the shoulders and treats conditions that affect the vision, such as glaucoma and cataracts. It also helps with sensations of pressure in the ears, head, or sinuses. It is helpful for a condition known as phlegm misting the mind, which presents with pensiveness and obsessive thought patterns and is caused by a weakness of the spleen. When the spleen is weak, the dampness can overwhelm it, and this dampness then rises up and mists the heart, which is associated with the mind, which is why this condition occurs. Phlegm misting the mind also causes poor memory, confusion, and some of the early signs of dementia. And blue lace agate is beneficial for these. Blue lace agate nourishes the liver and the kidneys, and consequently benefits the eyes and the bones. Because the liver meridian is associated with the eyes and the kidneys are associated with the bones, this means it is beneficial for healing broken bones, brittle nails, and herniated discs. Of course, all stones work gradually over time, and these healing processes are more energetic. Blue lace agate harmonizes the relationship between above and below in the body and regulates imbalances between the left and the right side of the body. It is beneficial for vomiting and diarrhea, spasms that only occur on one side with paralysis on the other side. This stone releases conditions that are stored deeply in the source or guan level and that are related to the thick fluids, also known as yi, which affect the marrow. It is beneficial for steaming bone disorder, an intense feeling of heat that comes from deep within the bones, deficiency of the bone marrow, and bone deformities. This stone helps cultivate relationships. It encourages acceptance of one's family and helps us overcome family issues. It also enhances relationships between equals, for instance, the relationship between husband and wife. It can be used with the intention of increasing creativity and is beneficial for people who would like to cultivate a career as an artist or a painter. The stone strengthens the functions of the throat chakra and strengthens the will, or zi, which is known as the soul of the kidneys. Blue lace agate also stabilizes and purifies the intermediary aura, the level of the aura that is associated with the emotions. It is beneficial for use when exploring the deeper levels of the subconscious. Because it has many layers, blue lace agate helps us uncover the messages our essence is trying to convey to us in this lifetime. It offers protection during sleep and while traveling, and it enhances astral projection and promotes clarity during a vision quest. So how is blue lace agate applied? Well, this stone has a trigonal crystal structure, which is symbolized by wood creating fire in the generating cycle of the 5 elements. It has an affinity for the yin wood and yin fire temperament. I will link the video to that temperament discussion I did for the foundation of this series. This stone works best when it is applied directly to the skin. Blue lace agate has a very close relationship to the back or shoe points of the bladder meridian, which are located on either side of the spine. And these points are known to resonate with the different organs of the body. So when you place these stones on the back shoe points, it encourages the transmission of essence to the organs that they are associated with. So here's a better idea of which organs are associated with which points. And starting at the top, at the level of the third thoracic vertebra, which is the intercostal space or the space underneath that third vertebra, we have the lung, and it goes down the spine to the pericardium, the heart point, the governor vessel point, the diaphragm point, the liver point, the gallbladder, the spleen, the stomach, the triple energizer, the kidney, the large intestine, the small intestine, and the urinary bladder. One specific point that you can apply blue lace agate to is the bladder 23 point, which is the kidney point. This point is located beneath the lower border of the spinous process of the second lumbar vertebra and is beneficial for alleviating lethargy or fatigue. You can massage, place, or tape blue lace agate on the center of the sternum, in direct line with the nipples, which is conception vessel 17 or Ren 17, to direct the defensive chi inward and help address insomnia. You can roll a blue lace agate sphere in the depression behind the ball of the foot, which is known as kidney 1, to stimulate the warming, expansive yang qi of the kidneys and help the lungs expel exterior pathogens. This treatment also helps alleviate dizziness. You can massage, place, or tape blue lace agate on the eyes to treat inflammation and eye strain or headaches associated with the eyes. Adding several stones to a bath can help cleanse and purify the aura. Here are the Jing Well points, which are used to expel exterior pathogens when a condition is acute or relatively short term. You can rub a warmed blue lace agate stone on these points to help release external pathogens, especially those that are moving into the blood level, such as with an infectious disease. Beginning on the thumb, we have the lung, Jingwell point of the lung. On the index finger, we have the Jingwell point of the large intestine. On the tip of the middle finger is the Jingwell point of the pericardium meridian. On the lateral side of the ring finger is the Jingwell point of the triple energizer meridian. On the inner cuticle of the pinky finger is the Jingwell point of the heart meridian. And on the outer cuticle of the pinky finger is the Jingwell point of the small intestine meridian. Then on the feet, we have the inner cuticle of the big toe, the Jingwell point of the spleen meridian. On the lateral edge of the big toe, we have the Jingwell point of the liver meridian. On the lateral edge of the second toe is the Jingwell point of the stomach meridian. On the lateral edge of the fourth toe is the Jingwell point of the gallbladder meridian. And on the lateral edge of the pinky toe is the Jingwell point of the bladder meridian. When worn as an amulet, blue lace agate benefits people who have a history of high blood pressure. You can wear the stone touching the center of the chest, or wear it in the notch in the center of the clavicle to treat chronic issues related to the deficiency of defensive qi, such as weak immunity or phlegm that has congested the voice box. It is interesting to note that blue lace agate and blue chalcedony can be used interchangeably. Stones that have visible layers are classified as agates. These bands give them a stronger effect at clearing phlegm. Stones that are uniformly pale blue are known as chalcedony. You can apply blue lace agate to the highest point of the top of the head. This is called Governor Vessel 20, to cultivate astral projection and to gain clarity after receiving a vision. So when used in an elixir, blue lace agate can enhance the effects of the primary stone, or the stone used to treat the condition. The elixir can be taken to address the functions and uses mentioned in this video, and also to help reduce congestion in the lymphatic system. The elixir can also be used as a wash to treat skin conditions or to alleviate irritated eyes. And I've done another video on the elixirs, but it is in the foundational section of the playlist I will link at the end. So here are some examples of blue lace agate. This stone can be cleansed once a week under running water and charged in the sunlight for 1 day. Because it has a lot of Wei energy, it loves to be out in nature and is re-energized by the sunlight. Well, thank you for joining me on Secrets of the Stones. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you next time.